Greetings, happy digging, allotment-based capers. Welcome to an uncharacteristic day of clement weather in the northwest of England. Greetings, welcome to Selfie Stick Plot Tour. Really difficult to judge this. And walking backwards downhill isn't the best of fun. Okay, so yeah, squash is behind me. Doing really well. An abandoned plot behind me. Not doing so well. More news later. Regular viewers may recall my recent accidental potato crop. So this originally was my leek bed, and I got more accidental potatoes growing in here by accident than I did elsewhere on the plot intentionally. Good times. Anyhow, I did what I could to carefully remove all the spuds that I had growing here, and I'm working my way through them at home. Delicious. And yeah, I think I originally sowed on around, well, planted on around 40 plus leeks on this bed, which was new. I've got, I think I've got about 25 healthy plants that have, well, that hopefully we'll get to harvest later on in the year. Quite a few of them are still very juvenile, and I think that's just because they got completely shaded out by the potatoes. Obviously, that plant there, which is bolting, fine. That plant there is the same age as that plant there. Anyhow, something else I've noticed is quite significant. This bed was new, and I filled it with as much good quality compost earth and compostable materials. I would say that the ground layer in here has sunk at least 4 inches, if not more. So what I will do later on this year, when I do harvest these leeks, I will be topping this up with a good 3 or 4 inches of rotted manure, bit of leaf mould, bit of wood chip, covering it over, and next year, I don't know what I'm going to pot in here. We'll worry about it next year. Happy digging. Another week on the plot, another good crop of runner beans. I've already harvested a good couple of handfuls today, and let one of my allotment pals take some home for his din-dins. I've actually managed to eat all the beans that I had at home. I've been working through them solidly. It's taken a lot to work. lower beans. Like I said before, really easy crop to get going as long as you miss the frosts. They fix nitrogen in the soil, so when you finish cropping for the year, leave the root ball in situ. And yeah, as long as you've got something significant to train them up, and the weather isn't too awful, should have a nice, reliable, healthy crop of beans. Happy digging.
Get them down as far as I can, yeah? You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Yeah? You're alright now. Yeah?
Okie dokie, Vokies, you may be able to make out, if I can get it in shot, the area I've been trying to level behind me. Calculated I needed about 9 by 12 feet. Turns out that was a significant underestimate. So due to this corner here being about a foot lower than everything else, means I'm going to have to excavate much more earth in that far corner there. So diagonally I've got to go about 3 feet, and as you can see that earth is getting on for nearly knee height. I've got several tons of happy digging to do. Jolly good. So a very brief update with regard to the strawberry bed. Some of these plants, most of these plants have been in situ for 2 weeks now. Well mulched, it's well covered. It's actually quite small, thinking about it, so it's probably not quite 3 foot by, I don't know, 6.5, 7 foot, something like that. I do actually have more room that way, so maybe in the winter months when things have died back and I'm not tending to cultivating crops or maintaining crops, because I'm not very good at maintaining or planting crops that overwinter per se, I may extend this another foot that way. Anyhow, pleased with this. Let's hope I get a delicious bounty of strawberries next year. Should be able to make out where I've marked out the canes in all 4 corners. This nearest one, deceptively, significantly lower than the other 3. So camera angle doesn't really welcome the reality of what it looks like with a Mark I human eyeball. However, yeah, that far corner directly in front of those blue barrels, as I previously stated, needs to go back quite a bit. Anybody got a mini digger I can borrow? During my groundwork and excavations, I have discovered what appears to be an unknown species to my current botanical cornucopia. I believe this is called the greater creeping carpet plant. It's a voracious grower, seems to be indigenous to this particular region. What is it with carpets on allotments? I get it. People think that if they put something down like a carpet or a sheet of plastic, then their job's done. They need not worry about weeding anymore. And in the short term, that's correct. However, people lay down bits of carpet, it suppresses the growth immediately underneath it. Anything that's got a vigorously growing root, like knotweed and I don't know, knotweed will do for the time being. That seems to be the current culprit. It just grows under it and pops up somewhere else. So it doesn't really solve the problem, it just moves the problem from one place to another. And then very quickly the carpet is forgotten about, soil and sediment gathers on it, things start growing on top of it. New tenant comes onto the plot, decides to do some actual ground management, and then spends most of their time trying to drive a shovel or a fork into a carpet, wondering what the flip-flop it is, and then losing the will to carry on. Happy digging. Happy digging. Okie dokie, folkies. Right, I've just spent over 2 hours excavating all this earth in the blazing sun. Good times. Happy digging indeed. Anyhow, I'm hopeful now. I've excavated enough earth to fit in a 7 by 10 foot footprint of a polytunnel. That was a good sentence. One final challenge remains with regards to earthwork is I'm not spending any money at all on the frame or the tubing. I've salvaged all that material from other sources. But I will be investing in the actual sheeting itself, so it needs to be UV resistant polythene sheeting. I can't think how many feet I need. I need about, I don't know, 20 by 18 feet I've calculated. The final challenge is once I've built the frame here and I'm layering the sheeting over it, I will need to excavate a further trench all the way around the footprint. At least, at the very least 8 inches deep, maybe a foot deep. It will be a narrow channel all the way around, and we lay the polythene over, dig the polythene into the ground, and then lay the earth on top of it to seal it and to help secure the polythene onto the frame. Yeah, easy peasy, happy digging. Thus concludes another episode of Happy Digging, allotment based capers. Thanks for sticking around. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. Catch you on the flip flop, and happy digging.